Well, good morning. And been a wee bit of a break from Isaiah. We're going to come back to it today, to chapter 24. I've been rather busy with work over the last couple of days or so. So here we go, and we are on judgment. Not pure judgment, but quite a lot of judgment. See, the Lord is going to lay waste the earth and devastate it. He will ruin its face and scatter its inhabitants. It will be the same for priest as for people, for the master as for his servant, the mistress as for her servant, for seller as for buyer, for borrower as for lender, for debtor as for creditor. The earth will be completely laid waste and totally plundered. Right, I thought it was judgment. And people don't like judgment, which is fine. It's understandable. But even lots of Christian preachers, pastors, ministers seem to want a God without judgment. Well, that's not the God of the Bible. So let's learn what it says. It's far better to listen to God than to listen to our own opinions. So there is judgment, and the key thing here is it affects everyone. No one can escape. Priests for people, the religious people can't escape. Masters can't escape. Masters and servants. Sellers and buyers, borrowers and lenders, debtors and creditors. And the powerful will not escape. But also we need to realise that the poor will not escape. Today there is a tendency just to think that victimhood gives you some sort of higher moral standing. All of us are subject to God's judgment. And then we see why this isn't just random. It says in verse 5, the earth is defiled by its people. They have disobeyed the laws, violated the statutes, and broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore a curse consumes the earth. Its people must bear their guilt. Our number one problem for every single human being and for mankind as a whole is our disobedience of God, our rebellion against God. But let's jump on to verse 14. Verses 14 to 16, it says, they raise their voices, they shout for joy. From the west they acclaim the Lord's majesty. Therefore in the east give glory to the Lord. Exalt the name of the Lord, the God of Israel, in the islands of the sea. From the ends of the earth we hear singing, glory to the righteous one. And this again got a chiasmic structure. The focal point is in the middle, which is what we've just read. And what's that? It's people praising the Lord. From the west, from the east, in the islands of the sea, from the ends of the earth, everyone praising the Lord. That is the destination. As it says in Philippians, every knee will bow and every tongue confess. Then we get more judgment. But I said, I waste away, woe to me, the treacherous betray. And then verse 21, in that day the Lord will punish the powers in the heavens above and the kings on the earth below. The moon will be dismayed, the sun ashamed. And it finishes, for the Lord Almighty will reign on Mount Zion and in Jerusalem and before its elders with great glory. Now if we look at this, you see parallels in Revelation. If you read Revelation, look back at Isaiah, amongst other prophets, and you'll see parallels in there. So we have here, man has sinned. There's no escaping the fact that we have sinned against God, and there will be judgment because of it. You cannot read the Bible and see any escape from that fact. But the end result is people from all over the earth praising the Lord. Amen.